What is going on? I'm Zedmont. We are going to show you how to avoid this boring, frustrating, awful scenario. So we're going to jump back to our warship. Weird little intro, I know, just trying to catch your attention a little bit more than normal because it's definitely needed this season. So we're going to throw code Zedmont into that shop. Please throw that into every single Supercell game. It helps in more ways than you could imagine. It also makes your warship 97% more likely not to fizzle. So, this is my second warship. This is my lower warship. This is the warship I made all sorts of mistakes on, and as a result, I can give you guys the best how to win, how to survive, how to have fun guide for Season 42. So, this season, first of all, you don't need to upgrade your gunboat right away. The only reason you need to upgrade your gunboat is if you have brick or you have artillery. Until that point, don't upgrade your gunboat. That should be fairly obvious, but I forget every season, then I don't upgrade it, and then I get artillery, and then I forget to upgrade it. So not only do you not upgrade it to start with, but do make sure you go back. Now, heavies are a must this season. If you're starting late, if you were up at the crack of 3 a.m. and you were rushing the second the game came out, you might have been able to get by without heavies. I kind of doubt it, but heavies are definitely required. Now, if you have a look at this screen, we've got mines, machine guns, sniper towers, more defenses, boom mines, cannons, mortars, flamethrowers, building health. There is a lot of defenses. So if you're starting now, you're going to be in that scenario that last player was at. The number one recommendation, I got to say, is go get troop health. Without troop health, you're not going to get any engine rooms. And if you're watching this a little bit late, or you're only at rank 9 or 10 or even 11, you really need troop health just to get engine rooms. Without engine rooms, it's going to be a very long season, and you're probably going to quit. So don't worry about sniper towers. Don't worry about boom mines. Don't worry about mortars. Now, the reason why I have artillery is not to get engine rooms. It's just to make sure that my troops don't die. This season, early on, is going to be a complete and utter bloodbath. Supercell has not learned that we need some form of ranged troops. Now, if you have a quick look here, you'll notice my riflemen are level 1, my medics are level 1, and my cryoneers are level 1. I have not had the reason to upgrade them yet. That might come, but for the moment, definitely don't need that. So we are going to throw an artillery there. We are going to throw an artillery there. All I'm doing is trying to do a little bit of damage to defenses and clearing as many of the boom mines as we possibly can. And should you go get boom mines? I don't think so. I think you want to get the heck out of this mess. That is why I don't have boom mines, but I do have shock mines, which I feel was probably a mistake. You probably want to come back for those. But on the plus side, shock mines are going to slow your opponents down. And on top of that, it's also, once you start getting into Seekers and things like that, at the 4 engine room level, Seekers at 4, not at 3 obviously, shock mines are going to be useful, but early season, probably a trap. Going and getting flares would have been better for me, but like I said, this is my second account. I try to do at least 2 different tech trees, trying to mix things up a little bit so that I can report back to you guys. Now, I was attacking early season on both accounts. My first account doing far better. I think I had like a 72% win rate when I closed the game last night. Probably should have kept pushing after looking how far people have gotten. The number of people into gold is crazy, and I don't know what the answer is. It feels like every season it's either start at a ridiculous hour if you're in North America, or fall way behind. And this season, those tech riders are going to be way ahead. And see this, we're going to get 1 engine room. We would have got 0 if we didn't clear boom mines. Is that a super fun season? Definitely not. So I don't know. I'm trying to see the good in having people start farther on ahead. I started at rank, I think 13 on my other account, and starting at 13, I got into 14 quickly, got brick quickly, and the difference brick makes is crazy. Just being able to use her battle orders to rush when people's bases are fairly naked, or her cluster grenade if you need to use that, or even Iron Will if their bases are super clumped. So I have gotten up to Shock Bomb on that account, and getting engine rooms is easy. Whereas way back here where we don't have flares, we don't have shocks, we don't have any ranged troops, getting an engine room is slow. And as you can see here, our opponent is going to be very slow. Is that fun, waiting for your opponent to finish, and that when it takes them 3 minutes? No, not terribly fun. So do be aware that this is going to be a little bit of a drag. And by the way, go check in your shop. There was a free day of instant training. I kept telling people to save it. Take it as late as you possibly can. Hopefully you have at least 1 day of instant training so you can burst through this slog. So if you're going to play Warships at all, play it right now while you have that free instant training. I know this sneak peek, this how to win, how to have fun guide for Season 42 is not all the roses and rainbows and happiness. But I gotta say, there's gonna be a lot of grumpy people this season simply because of how many defenses are there before we get shocks or flares. There's just so much slowdowns and defenses and mines. It's a crazy season. Hopefully you've made it through that slog. Do push forward a little bit. It is worth it. Even for me, just getting my artillery up to tick 3 made all the difference in the world. Started getting engine rooms, now you could just artillery engine rooms. I don't think that's the right answer though. And as far as why the heck I'm using medics and level 1 cryoneers, level 1 cryoneers slow defenses down, medics heal our troops, we just get a little bit more. And by the way, you can get 9 mines at a time, you just got to go slightly south of center. And at this point, we've gotten rid of most of their mines. Now we can focus on doing some damage on the actual defenses as we take out mines. Is it sexy? Gosh, no. This is not a sexy attack. I'm sure that all other YouTubers are giving you all sorts of fun, crazy attacks, but I wanted to focus on reality for 95%. I know there's a 5% of the players that are up there absolutely crushing it. I think I'm one of them. I haven't logged into my other account this morning. We'll have to wait and find out. But I wanted to really focus on this reality that is Season 42 for a lot of players. So hopefully you guys find this helpful. I know this gameplay is not sexy. You're not watching this going, wow, look at Zedmot, watch his troops walk wherever they want because he doesn't have flares. There are no late drops this season. There are no early drop the rifleman to clear mines. It's very rare where you can do anything but drop your troops. Now, when it comes to attacking without artillery, I just literally force closed my game. There's no point sitting there watching your troops when you can't control them. That way you get to your next battle as fast as you possibly can. Anytime you spectate your opponent, I do not recommend it this season. Spectating your opponent, if they force quit, you just got to sit there and wait for that satellite dish to spin and spin. So by all means, do watch replays, but don't spectate this season, especially before artillery or flares. If you don't have anything to spend your GBE on, just force close the game. All you got to do that is swipe up and swipe it away on iOS. On Android, I don't know that there is a shortcut for that. There probably is. But we are going to get all of our engine rooms. Our opponent is going to retreat. Yippee-ki-yay, nutball. Let's see how Nutball had to do here. I guess this is more of a warning than a guide, I guess, is the number one thing to take away from this. Our mines, you see this? Nutball is just walking through all our mines. Now, my base is not terribly well laid out. There are bases that absolutely crush your heart and soul. They've got boom mines all along that wall. If I had boom mines, my base would be that much better. this base, people get a sniff, and if they've done things in a perfect manner, they will get all my engine rooms, or if they have artillery. So we'll do one more battle. Last night, doing the early season, the matchmaking was just so slow, and it was like so ridiculously late. I really don't know that this whole early season big lead push, weird time zones, 4 out of 4 engine rooms, I don't know that it's sustainable, to be honest. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts. Maybe it was sustainable back before the Chinese server split, but right now it just feels like not fun and not enough matches. So maybe that's the solution to the slow matchmaking early season, is just to remove the jump aheads, but that's going to mean a lot fewer chests, a lot less tech. So I don't know. Bottom line, this will get you into the season. Use that free instant training you picked up yesterday. Hopefully you had fun on the crab. There were some bugs in the crab as well. The mega crab, every one after midnight UTC, all of the GBE abilities were the deployable turret, because the deployable turret came to the main base. A little bit of a glitch there. Hopefully that never happens again. I am planning a less than happy video. I know this comes across as less than happy, but I've got a really not happy video coming out in the next little bit. So just for the sheer entertainment and lulz factor of that, you may want to subscribe. Also, I changed my audio yet again, so please let me know how things sound. Happy New Year. Holy crap, I waited this long to say it. Happy 2023. This is Boom Beach's 9th year, I do believe, which is incredibly impressive. So, well done, Boom Beach. I gotta say, happy 2023 to all of you. My friend fell and broke her hand yesterday. Not a great way to start this year. Hopefully your year and season has started off in a stellar way, as I almost claim that chest. The next step for me is probably going to be that choice node, even though I hate that choice node. You could use medkits. I'm going to try to avoid medkits. So far, I've been able to get all the engine rooms most times simply by having troop health and artillery, and medkits longer term are not going to be the answer. But if you're engine room locked, if you're below HQ level 12, or you're just frustrated, medkits might be an option as well. That is going to be all for me. Hopefully this video helped you out, got you some entertainment, educated you something in the middle. That is going to be all for me, though. I am Zedmot. Thank you for coming in. Like, share, subscribe, tell your grandma to watch the video. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in. Peace.